Hello everyone, hope you're all well. Got a pickups video for you today, and unusually for me it's not a Sunday pickups. I'm actually filming this on Friday evening because I think I'll probably have a lot on the weekend. So I have got some refreshment because it's blooming hot. It's very stuffy here at the moment. It's been raining all day and it's really humid. So cheers to everybody. Cheers to my good friend Space Cowboy Mark, and I hope everybody has a good weekend ahead. That's very nice when it's really hot. What I'm drinking is a Quilmes. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that beer here. It's Argentina's #1 lager. Very nice it is too. So yeah, pop that down there. So what I've got to show you on this pickups is quite a lot of stuff. It's been about 2.5 months, I think, since I did the last one. So yeah, there's a lot of nonsense, various stuff. I've got some films, some music, some games. Yeah, all sorts really. And of course, the biggest one being in the background there. So I thought I'd better just mention that one first. I've been looking for a large TV to put in here to play my games on, because when I sat over there, which you'll see, I'll be doing a room tour, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. When I'm sat over there, I can now enjoy a nice big telly. So I thought, you know what, I'll get one to hook up to my VHS player, which I've got a new one up there as well. And I can also hook my systems up to it. So I don't know if you can see, but I also picked that SCART switch box up. So that was actually new old stock, which was quite cool. Trilogy 1. I think you can put something like four or five SCARTs into this one. So I've got that hooked up to the B&O. And yeah, I can play my games on a nice big screen now. So that's really cool and it's lovely. So I've been looking at these B&Os. I've been looking at an MX4000, which is what most people have. Those are really cool. And I like the form factor because they're quite small footprint. But they're also quite modern looking. And I'm a bit of an old fart. So most of my stuff in here, as you well know, is more... There's some newer stuff, but most of it's sort of 70s, 80s focused. So I did think that set looked quite modern for in here. But when I discovered this set, I thought, wow, that's exactly what I want. So it's a 26 inch, so it's a bit bigger as well. I have got space for it, as you can see. And this is the LX6000. So it's actually a bit older than the MX4000. So in some ways, the MX4000 is a better set. But I just love it. I love the design of it. It's actually, when I do my room tour, you'll see that it's got like a wood grain finish and that on it. What do they call that wood grain? Not laminate. The word will come to me in a minute. But anyway, again, I'll show you more detail when I'm showing you around the room. But yeah, so I bought that on eBay and I couldn't be happier with it. It's got fantastic sound through the stereo speakers. And it's got that sort of classic TV look, which is what I wanted. So yeah, I've just got a game running in the background now, just to have something on there. And I'm also trying a different camera app, because otherwise if I use my normal camera, that'll be flickering like hell. It probably won't make for a very good viewing. So I hope the colours and that aren't too washed and that it comes out okay, this video. Because I am planning on probably putting a bit of gameplay at the end of it. I haven't got any footage to put in the background, but I will, with one of these games here, I'll put some gameplay at the end. So that's my plan anyway. So with that out of the way, the B&O and the SCART switch box, let's move on to my other pickups. One of my dog's getting cocky. Right, so let's start with some VHS. So the first one I picked up, which I've already got on Blu-ray actually. Absolutely amazing film this is. Barry Newman and Dean Jagger in Vanishing Point. The old classic car chase film. Who remembers this one? And who are fans of it? I always loved this film. Probably my favourite car chase film, I think, from back in the day. Always loved this one. And yeah, I just thought it'd be nice to have it on VHS, and it's really cheap, thankfully. I picked this one up in nice condition, no sort of mould or anything on the tape. I think I got it for £3.50 plus £1 postage or something like that. It was really cheap. So I was the only bidder, so I got it for the minimum bid. And when it arrived, they'd actually put a freebie in with it. I did think to myself, this package feels quite heavy. And they put that in there free of charge. So, Mark, Space Cowboy, have you seen this film? Got any opinions on it? I've never heard of it. 3 Godfathers, or is it Godfathers 3? It's like 3 Godfathers. I like the odd spaghetti western. I can't say I was ever the biggest fan of John Wayne. Foxy's cut it out. I can't say I was ever the biggest fan of John Wayne. I was more into Clint Eastwood, really. But for a freebie, I'm not going to complain. So that's those. Let me just check, because I heard a little blub blub. I hope the battery's still charged. Yeah, it is. I didn't actually look at the battery before I started filming this, so don't want to be just talking to myself and then find there's no recording. Anyway, the other film, which arrived only a couple of days ago, I watched it last night. Love it still. I've been looking for this for about a year and a half on eBay, and for some reason it never comes up. I don't know why. You can get it in the US, but in the UK it just never comes up for sale, even though when I first started searching for it, there'd been 2 auctions that had just finished for it. But anyway, in the end, I put a want to buy up on a Facebook group, and somebody replied straight away saying, yeah, I've got a copy of that. And that film is Island at the Top of the World. Who remembers this film? The old Walt Disney film. God, I used to watch this. I watched it so many times. It was one in the little video library across the road from us. It's a really cheap one to hire over there. It's like £1 for 5 nights, I think. So yeah, I used to hire it, and then in the end it came on TV once and I managed to record it, so I watched it so many times. And yeah, I watched it again last night. Really good film still. If you like the good old action films, sort of action adventure, not any monsters in this. You have got things like killer whales and stuff, but and sort of Vikings and that, but yeah, really good fun. So I highly recommend that film if you haven't seen it. You can pick it up on DVD easy enough, I think. And I don't doubt you can stream it. But yeah, I wanted the physical version. So then, apart from those, I might as well finish off films while I'm on the film run. If you watch if you watch Space Cowboy, you might have seen these because he's just showed them off. We both bought these. And it was all thanks to Scott Sega Zombie. He put a thing, I'm in a group with those guys on a WhatsApp group, and Scott said, he tagged me in. He said, have you seen this set? He said, that looks up your street. And it couldn't be more up my street, because I've actually got all of these films on VHS. So when he showed me this set on Blu-ray, I thought, wow, I've got to get that. And it was an Australian release. It was by a company called Imprint. I don't know how many people are familiar with those, but thankfully Australia is PAL, same as us in the UK, so I didn't have to worry about region or anything like that. But the box set is this one. What's it called now? Tales of Adventure Collection 9. And yeah, you can probably see the films you've got on there. You've got The Land That Time Forgot, At the Earth's Core, The People That Time Forgot, and Warlords of Atlantis. I love all of those films. Warlords of Atlantis would be the absolute top one. And I think this is the first time Warlords of Atlantis has ever been released on Blu-ray. So very cool. I've got that to look forward to. I watched the first 2 a couple of nights ago. I watched Land, Time Forgotten, At the Earth's Core. So I've got The People That Time Forgot next, and then Warlords of Atlantis. But yeah, they're really nice set, nice quality, individually boxed. As you can see, like I say, you might have already seen these because good old Space Cowboy picked them up. But yeah, really nice. Really happy to have those. They weren't cheap. I got a feeling it was something like, with postage, it was something like 60 quid, I think. But well worth it. No regrets buying that at all. That's a good deal, I think. And like I said, there's no other means of getting Warlords of Atlantis on Blu-ray either. So yeah, I wasn't going to pass that by. I think it's a limited edition. So yeah, grabbed it. Got a couple more films. I should have said at the beginning, you might want a cup of tea or a beer for this one, because it's probably going to drag on a bit. And I'll probably run out of beer myself as well. Especially with this heat, it's so humid. Oh, if you see me sweating, don't put me on high definition, then you won't. But if you see me sweating, it's because it's really humid. Right, this next one I'm going to show you, you're going to probably be looking at the screen saying, hang on a minute, Tet, why are you buying that? You've already got it on 4K, which I have. Gorgo in 4K, but this is a different version. I don't know how the quality of it's going to compare, because I've already got Gorgo in 4K from Vinegar Syndrome. But this was a screen-bound release, a UK company. Limited edition, but I just couldn't resist it because you've got goodies in that in there. I'm a sucker for goodies. I like nonsense. So yeah, you've got your film there, which is nice. I do like the artwork. That's the original poster cinema artwork. But in here you've got some little sort of cinema art cards, which is always nice. Now they'll probably live in there. Disc, no Blu-ray in this one though. which is unusual because, like with the Vinegar Syndrome, you get the Blu-ray and the 4K. Not that you'd want to watch the Blu-ray if you've got the 4K anyway. But never mind. And then we've also got these two things here, which are just pop round here. I don't know how well it's going to focus with this camera app. Probably not very well. But you've got this cool little comic, look. Monster from the Sea, first edition. And there's actually quite a lot of pages. I haven't read it yet. But there's quite a lot of pages in there. I don't think it's focusing very well. Like I said, I'm only using this camera app because otherwise the TV would have been flickering. But yeah, a lot more pages than I was expecting. So we'll have a little look through there. It looks quite cool. So there you go. So you get a little comic in there. And then you also get this reversible poster, which for some reason, this must have been a German poster, this one, because they always do this. You've got Gorgo Monstru. But as you can see, that's not Gorgo there. That's that turtle. What the hell's that turtle called? Space Cowboy's going to be screaming at the screen here because he just bought the one of the Showa era sets of that. Gamera. That's a Gamera there, so I don't know why he's there. He's definitely not Gorgo. But the other side, you've got, I think this was the French cinema poster. Don't think it was the one the UK had. But it's lovely. I've always liked that artwork. So if ever I get the space on my wall, I will put that one up. I think that's really nice. So yes, yet another copy of Gorgo enters the collection. So I've now got 2 Blu-rays and a VHS of Gorgo. But it's all good. So I told you, dogs always have to bark. I don't know what the hell it is. Every time I do a video. And it's usually Foxy. And then the last film, which only just arrived. I bought this from the US. It's a US exclusive, I think. And it's a 4K with the Blu-ray as well, but I don't think the Blu-ray will work because obviously it's an NTSC, but obviously your 4K are region free. But I wanted to get it on 4K anyway, but this tin I could not resist. Film is Shin Godzilla, and there we go. And just look at that. It probably won't focus well to do it justice, but that looks gorgeous. Look at that. And his 4th form. Very cool. So you've got your discs in there. I don't think the bonus discs will work because obviously they're Blu-rays, but the 4K will. And that's obviously the main interest. So yeah, looking forward to watching that in 4K. I've only seen it in sort of regular Blu-ray so far. Highly recommend Shin Godzilla if you haven't seen it. The only thing with that film is you don't want to rent it from sort of Amazon Prime or something like that, because if you do any streaming service, it will come just with the dubbed. And I don't mind dubbing if it's done well, but the dubbing on that is just horrendous. It really does ruin the film, honestly. So if you do fancy watching it, what I'd recommend is either picking up the Blu-ray or DVD, or maybe buy it cheap from CX, because I think especially a DVD is pretty cheap in there. So you can have the Japanese language and the English subtitles. That's the way to watch it. It's a far better film. But yeah, if you watch the dub version, it'll kill it. It's just so bad, the voiceovers. All of the Japanese cast with really sort of deep American voices, it just doesn't work at all. So anyway, that is it for films. So let's start on games then. We'll start with these two. I've got these from the same seller, I think. I've had some of this stuff quite a while. And I haven't played this one yet, but I did have it back in the day, so I have played it before. And that is Match Point on a ZX Spectrum, a little 48K game. Brilliant game this was, really, really good game of tennis. And it's actually for any of my sort of TI-99 fans that might not have owned a Specky, this was very similar to tennis on a TI-99. So I might actually do a little face-off at some point. Match Point on a Specky versus tennis on a TI-99. I think that would make quite a good video. But yeah, I haven't played this yet, but really looking forward to playing it. So Match Point, cracking little game. Good game of tennis. And cheap. I think I already paid, I think it was £3 for that one. And the next one, which I might do a video of this one at the end. I might show a bit of gameplay of this one. Grumpy Gumphrey Super Sleuth by Gremlin. Who remembers that game? Really cool little game this was. Quite good fun. I think it is a little bit frustrating, but good fun overall. And that again was very cheap. I think it was something like £5. So it's one I'd forgotten about until I saw a box. And I thought, wow, there's another one I used to own that I'd forgotten about. So I had to grab it. So again, I haven't played it yet, but I'm planning on doing a bit of gameplay at the end. So I'll put that one a bit to one side so I remember. So I'll probably, at the end of this video, I'll pause it and then get it loaded and do a little gameplay video. So that'll be coming up. And then the next game is a TI-99 one. So TI-99 stuff from now on is going to be really few and far between because I've got pretty much all of the carts that I wanted. It's not much I don't have now. And cassette software, one, it's rare, and two, I don't really want to collect so much cassette software. The games on average aren't that great. And they can be a bit pricey, so unless I see some good deals, I probably won't pick up much more software for the TI-99. But I saw this one. This was quite a reasonable price. I can't remember what I paid for it. I think I got this with something else. But yeah, anyway, the game is on a stainless software, not stainless steel, stainless software, and it's called Planet Destroyer. I think when it comes to this sort of stuff, I will do some gameplay at some point, but I might group maybe like the stainless software games that I've got together, do a little video of those all together. I did play this, but I can't remember for the life of me what it was like. It must have been about 2.5 months ago I picked this up. I know it is a very basic game, but I can't quite remember what the gameplay was like. So, but anyway, regardless, happy to have it. Another TI-99 cassette software for my collection. Sorry if this is dragging on. I did say it was going to be a long one. Now this next game, we're still on the 8-bits, so we're on the Specky still. And this game, I do like it when I discover games I've never seen before. And again, it was cheap. I think I paid £9 or £10 for this delivered. But I've never heard of it before. It's on the Micro Style label, and the game is called Oriental Games. I expect some people might be familiar with this because it did release on other systems. It says the screenshots are from the Atari ST version. But it looked quite good. So I thought, you know what, I'll do that. So what I might do, because I've not played this, so what I might do is a first impressions gameplay video of this one at some point. I think that would make quite a good little video, hopefully. But what I find quite curious is the Spectrum and Amstrad versions have actually got an extra event that you don't get in the Atari ST version. How weird is that? Here we go, incorporating that. So, three fight simulation in one game, in brackets, Sumo is included as a fourth event on the Spectrum and Amstrad versions. So, yeah, I thought it was quite interesting. Yes, what other systems is it? Atari ST. Don't know if it's any other systems, but yeah, that's quite weird for the Specky and Amstrad to have extra events that the Atari ST didn't have. How weird is that? But anyway, like I said, that'll be a video coming up if I get around to it. You going to stay there? That box is a little bit squashed, so it doesn't want to stand up. I'll put it there. Right, there's a couple more games, one more old game, and then a couple of newer ones. So this one, unfortunately, I can't get it to load from the disc, which is a bit annoying. I might have to tinker around with the settings on the back of my BBC Master, because I can change how it behaves on there. They always have to bark when I'm doing videos. But yeah, what I picked up was this game called Freefall on the Acorn Soft label. Never seen it for sale before. I think I paid something like 18 quid for it. It's in lovely condition. And the disc doesn't have any mould or any sort of mildew or anything on it. But for some reason, it just won't load. It just sort of ticks around. I think it does sort of go as far as saying the title of the game, but that's as far as it goes. It doesn't load anymore. But nonetheless, I've played this before on a digital, on the, GoTech drive, but I didn't have a clue what was going on. So at least with this, I've got the instructions. So next time I play it, I can try and figure out what's going on. It's a really cool game. Not one I'm familiar with, but very unique. So yeah, that as well. Once I figured it out, I might do a video of that one on the Beeb if anyone's interested. Don't think people are too bothered about BBC micro videos, but I put them out anyway. It's like my ones. That one, the video pack. I don't think people are too bothered about seeing them, but I just enjoy doing them, so why not? So anyway, I'll put that one there because that's flat. Right, moving on. A drink. So just to show that I do occasionally buy newer games, this is one I enjoyed a lot on the Xbox. Was it the Xbox One? Is that what they call it? The one that came before the current ones? Their names are so confusing. But yeah, a game called Wreckfest. I'm sure most people know this by Bugbear. So this was basically the follow-on from the old Flat Out games. And yeah, I've been fancying playing this again lately. I saw it. It was on Amazon new for something like £11 delivered. So I thought, I wouldn't mind playing that again. So I picked it up on PS5. Oh, enough! Sorry, guys. Sorry for the barking. I'm not going to start the video again. But yeah, Wreckfest. For those that know it, great game. If you don't know it and you can pick it up cheap, it's well worth picking up. It's a brilliant game. And the sequel is coming out soon, I think. Wreckfest 2. So that's that one. There's one last game, and then we got another sort of documentary DVD and a couple other bits and bobs. And this one, I went to Exeter recently to meet up with a friend of mine, my good mate who was over from New Zealand for a few days. So I went and had a few beers, and I thought, while I'm there, I'll check if there's anything in CEX that I wanted. So I was looking down through the list on my phone just to check I wasn't wasting my time going over there. And I saw this game, which I haven't seen this since back in the day when I used to own it, and I used to bloody love this game. Incredible Crisis. Who remembers this? Absolutely bonkers game. It's one of those really weird kind of Japanese games, but I used to really like this. It's a lot of fun. So again, I haven't actually got my PlayStation successfully hooked up yet, because I've got an S-video cable which works, but I don't get any sound through it. So I'm going to pick up a SCART cable so I can hook that up to the B&O. And if you do fancy seeing it, I'm happy to do a gameplay video of that one. It is a bonkers but good fun game. So yeah, when I saw that in stock in CEX, I thought I'll go and grab that. I think it wasn't that cheap. It was something like 25 quid. And I think I could have got it cheaper on eBay. But there's some things about just going and grabbing a game sometimes. I haven't actually looked to see what the condition of the disc is like. Yeah, it's in nice condition. So is the instruction manual. So yeah, Incredible Crisis. I was really chuffed to see that. So that'll be coming again later. That'll be one of my slightly newer videos compared to my usual 8 bits. Oh, God. Bear with, I'm going to go and close the door here because, there you go. Their barking gets a bit much. Right. So, one more Blu-ray, which I picked up from a Spectrum group. And that is the Andy Remick film with artwork by Oliver Frey, Memoirs of a Spectrum Addict. Don't know who's seen this. I haven't watched it yet. It only arrived actually a couple of days ago. Took a long time getting here. I think it went missing in the post. So I think he sent another copy out. But yeah. Anyone seen that? Got any opinions on it? But I've been watching a lot of Rubber Key Wonder lately, that sort of stuff. So when I saw that pop up, I thought I'll grab that. Something else to watch with a bit of nostalgia. So that's that one. And then we'll finish up on some music. And I've got a couple of cassette tapes and a vinyl. I just realised these are all the same group. I didn't actually realise they were all Saint Etienne. So they're all Saint Etienne, group I've liked for a long time. The first one is of their latest album, which is International. So I picked that up on cassette first of all because it was the cheapest in the format. And I'm not so crazy on some of their later stuff. This is their last album, sadly, which is a bit sad because I've been into this group since probably 1993 when they released Fox Base Alpha. So yeah, I had to buy it. So I thought I'll get it on cassette, and if I like it, I'll pick it up on vinyl. So I got it on cassette. Really good album, actually. I really like it. So after that, I thought I'll grab the vinyl. The vinyl I wanted at that point was all sold out because it's a Rough Trade Records exclusive. But I saved a search on eBay. A lot of people were asking daft money for this. They were asking like 50 quid. But I just saved a search, and this one popped up actually for 25 quid. So it was a really good price. And that's the Italia 90 special. So yeah, that was exclusive to Rough Trade Records. But yeah, really nice vinyl with that. And with it, you also get a little CD. I don't know if it's in here or it might be downstairs. Yeah, I think I left it downstairs, but you get a bonus CD with an extra 4 singles. So it might be in there. If it is in there, I can't reach it. But yeah, it's got an extra 4 records on there, which are really cool as well. They should have been on the album. But yeah, there we go. So I've got International on both vinyl and on cassette. Obviously, the vinyl sounds a little bit nicer than cassette, but the cassette still sounds good. It's surprising how well the good recordings have held up. And similarly, I also picked up, brand new and sealed, this was their second or third album, So Tough. But yeah, this is one I used to like a lot back in the day, one of my favourite of the St. Etienne albums. I think this was their second one. But yeah, if ever I see albums that I used to have on cassette, still sealed, I'll grab them on cassette again, because I can play those in here or downstairs. And like I said, I've no issue with the sound quality of cassette. It still sounds good. If you've got a nice cassette player, still sounds great. So that's still sealed. I've got it on CD, but I don't have it on cassette anymore, which I used to own. So I thought, why not? It was only something like £7. So I thought, right, I'll get that back on cassette again. And that is probably about it, I think. Oh, and this little booklet I'll show you. I picked up. Now, did I get this on a Facebook group or eBay? I can't even remember. I think it was on eBay. Popped up in my search. Little Matchbox brochure from 1978. Again, it won't focus in very well. If anyone wants to see more detail of this, I can always do it maybe as a short or something like that, so I can focus a bit better. But yeah, really cool little catalogue. There's loads of little cars I recognise from owning in here. But there's a lot more pages than I expected, and really nice condition. So yeah, like I said, if you want to see a better video of that, I can always do it as maybe a short or something, because I don't think this app does justice to focus, really. But anyway, that, I think, is about it. I'll obviously remember some stuff in a minute, because when I'm trying to remember, I put all my stuff away when I pick them up. I don't have a pickup section where I keep it all to one side. So yeah, when sort of 2.5 months have gone by, it's very difficult for me to remember what I've recently bought. There was another VHS, I think, but obviously that's up on the wall. I'll tell you what, something else I did buy, speaking of VHS, not the VHS themselves, but the little tabs. I've got 2 of these. I got them in a Facebook group. The little on loan tabs. They are the proper vintage ones, so one of them is a bit cracked. But I can't remember what I paid. They weren't that cheap. They were something like maybe £12 or something like that for the 2 of them. Which for what they are, it's a lot, but then you just don't see them for sale. And I thought, you know what, that would look really cool on the shelf. So yeah, I got 2 of those. And yeah, I can't remember. I'm almost certain there was another VHS that I picked up, but I don't remember which one. So anyway, I've probably dragged on long enough. So what I'm going to do is pause it, and then I'll get that game loaded up, and we'll do a little bit of gameplay just to finish off with. Right, so I hope that is focused okay. So let's try this. I've never tried filming a CRT before. I might need to press the key on this, I think, to start it. All right, press fire to start. Okay, so we have sound. Yes, we have got sound. God, it's a long time since I played this. I remember the people getting away. Hey man, ducks in the shop ground floor. I remember that. Wow, you got to get like a pea shooter or a gun or something to get rid of all little ducks. Yeah, and when you knock into people, Marlboros, look. You can go up and down in that lift. Oh, you know, I really don't know what I'm doing here. So we'll just have a little wander around anyway. I just thought it'd be cool to put a bit of gameplay at the end of the video. Ours arcade style. There you go. Yeah, fun little game. I always get sacked in this. You got a little timer there. You got to sort of finish your missions in. There you go. I called the lift. So that should arrive in a minute. Get out of my way. Do I have to press a button? Can't even remember. Oh yeah, I'm going to these rooms. Obviously, I can't remember where the hell you find the stuff now. I think you can carry about 2 or 3 things. But yeah, these guys, they don't take energy off you, but they just... Or do they? Well, maybe they do, I can't remember. Or do they just waste time? I think they just lose you time by getting in the way. Oh, these are the ducks I've got to take out. So I need to get a little sort of gun to kill those guys. But where do I find that gun? Nice, play it again. Yeah, I don't remember much about it. always used to like this game. I've got over half an hour. It's going to take me a while to upload, so although it's Friday, it's probably going to be Saturday by the time I upload this. Right, let's see if I can get in that lift. Is that where I came from? Get out of my way. Yeah, those that know the game are going to be shouting at the screen now saying, what the hell are you doing? Get out of my way, let me through. I'm getting a warning from the boss in a minute. Come on, let me through. Okay, let's get in this lift. Get out of the way, woman. You just have to wait for the lift. There we go. There it is. It's open. There we go. I'm in. Right. What button do I have to press? Anything? Yeah, here we go. Right. That's the old pool table. Love the little characters on here. The guy with a pipe there. Look. I'm not finding much, am I? Won't make this too long because I think the video is already long enough. But yeah, I just thought I'd just finish off with a little bit of gameplay. No, I've been in there already. I'd like to at least find the gun so I can kill those ducks. Hey, I'd be interested for opinions if you like this sort of stuff, footage, filming the CRT, or if you prefer to see these things filmed on the LCD, because obviously the LCD comes across a lot better for the image. But yeah, maybe you like the authenticity of the CRT. Let me know. I welcome any comments. Sir here, I'm in trouble. What about my... Turn that around. What about my cup of tea? Oh yeah, I'll get that as well. Get out of the way, woman. Yeah, this isn't going to be the best footage, I'm afraid. Probably should have practiced this a bit first before playing it. I really can't remember where you find anything. I remember you got items to pick up. I'm not finding anything. Is that there? That's not a cup of tea there, is it? No. How the hell do you pick things up? I can't remember. How long is this video now? What are we? Is that 20 minutes? 20 minutes, yes. I'll probably better finish up in a minute. Don't want to make this too long, otherwise I'll never get it uploaded. Yeah, I think I'm going around in circles, so I'll probably finish up the video there. But yeah, just like I said, just to include a little bit of footage at the end of one of the games I picked up. I do like it when the likes of Al's Arcade does it, so I thought, yeah, make it a bit different. I'm going back the same way I came. Yeah, I'm getting all confused, aren't I? So anyway, I'll finish up there. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Oh, it's longer than 20 minutes, half hour. Wow. So yeah, I do apologise for such a long video. I hope I didn't bore everyone to tears. But if you've got any comments on anything, if you've got any nostalgia for any of the things I've picked up, or any questions, or just comments in general, just pop them down below. It's always nice to get some comments from people. So yeah, take care, everyone. I'll see you another time. That is all.